Thank you very much, Mr. Shion. We appreciate. So, good evening, everyone. I trust our weekend is going well and we are not too stressed, right? Let's head back to what we here for. Good evening, Mr. Wale. We are very pleased to have you here. We are honored to have you here. So, a quick introduction of Mr. Wale. Mr. Wale, Mr. Joyful, please help me with the slides. Okay, so Mr. Wale Adejuyigbe, I am so sorry about the name.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, so he's a people, products, and place developer. He's a manager, consultant, organization development trainer, and human resource practitioner. He has conducted several interventions in the area of performance management, organization design, logistics, and workforce activation for different companies in the country. Mr. Wale is the Chief Operating Officer of Sales Insight Nigeria, a performance and sales coaching company that looks into experience and prospecting development for sales professionals and businesses. With his human capacity career, he conducted intervention with companies like Nestle, Airtel, Adova Place, Nacode Energy, Citibank, Lagos State Government, and several other medium-sized companies. He is an educational consultant with precisely 10 years working with different schools on the area of staff management, population increase, quality assurance, debt management, and parent management. He managed the teaching operation of over 75 schools, and he has increased the population of many schools. With his first degree at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, he has PhD at Olabisi Onabanjo University and master's degree in educational psychology from University of Lagos. Mr. Wale is an associate of Chartered Institute of Supply Chain Management specializing in business process, reengineering, and quality program management. He functions as a counselor for three different churches and he conducts several singles and couples forum for these churches. His approach into parenting makes him a sought after, by schools in education and even convincing parents to cooperate with the school. Is happily married with Mrs. Temitayo Adejuyigbe, who is a fashion their union with Charis and Daniel. We are happy to have you. Thank you so much, sir. We are honored to have you here. You can unmute
Thank
and
you.
start. Thank you.
All right. Good day, everyone. Because I know we are in different zones of the world. How do I start this? Without first appreciating the founder and the CEO of this amazing organization. I want to say thank you for having me in your midst this day. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Please, if you can hear me, I want to see you. I want to see your favorite emoji right now. Please kindly bear with me. Just let me thank you. Thank you. Blow me, everybody. Blow me, blow me, blow me. Oh wow. Thank you. And I really want to appreciate Mr. Sheung. I really want to appreciate you for keeping the contact, for keeping the connection. You know, Mr. Sheung is someone that I met him casually, and then he became officially, and then he became casually again. We now became brothers. The first time I met him at the bunker, and we were just I can't remember if we actually talked that day. But along the line, official assignment brought us together. And then we went back. I think that first time we were discussing about Nigeria. Maybe something, I mean, some people were just talking about the country. And then we had the same line of thoughts. It's amazing. Thank you. I took my time to go through, and really I want to appreciate the brain. I'm sorry if I have to say it this way. I want to appreciate the brain behind the structure and the organization of the company. You gave me everything to deliver myself to you today. From the vision, mission, the values, I have the entire team, the roles of everybody, the challenges, the opportunities, and everything. I mean, I was loaded with all the information. I don't know who needs to get that applause, but I want everybody to just please let me applause. Let me give you a round of applause for everybody that made this training possible. Trust me, when I begin to speak to you today, you are going to agree that I have been loaded. Yes, I'm loaded for this class. Oh my God, it's such an amazing time, and I believe that the result of this year is going to be far greater than that of last year. I don't know how much, I don't know how far, I don't know how deep we were able to, accomplish in form of achievement last year. But trust me, 2026 is going to be way bigger than 2025. Oh, yes. In income, in impact, and in influence as an organization. And permit me to say this, if I'm saying this to this organization, to CHSG technology, I am not only talking about the company, I am also talking about you working in the company. I have a philosophy, and it is that you cannot be in a moving car and be on a spot. No, it's not possible. Nobody can be in a moving car as long as the car is moving and you are in that car. You can't be on a spot. The extent of the car will determine your own speed also, will determine your movement, will determine your direction. It's an amazing way to think as a staff in an organization, because I believe that if you contribute to the movement of this company, you cannot be on a spot. No, you can't. I know that so much more. In 2012, I was privileged to work in an organization for 8 months. 8 months. In 8 months, the company made times 10 of what the company used to make in the city of Lagos. And after 8 months, I dropped my resignation and I faced my what I believe that is my calling, my passion, and the next move. And the first 2 years was very rough. Some people were even asking, why did you make that decision? But after 2 years, what the company was doing was what I was doing. That made me understand that then as long as you remain in an organization, you must never hold back. You must never put yourself and say, no, I'm just the graphics designer. I'm just a UI UX designer. I'm not even the HR manager. I'm not even the customer success manager. So customer is not my business. I can tell you something. There's going to be a time when maybe you are going to set up a UI UX business that you are not going to work again for an organization. Then you will understand that customer success is your work. Oh, yes. So as much as possible, I just believe that I just want to start my work from there, as my charge. Okay. So permit me to switch into the business of the day. There are 4 qualities that makes a difference between previous year and a new year in a company. There are 4 qualities that makes a difference between a previous year and a new year. And it has been proven in all ways, statistically, based on research. We have discovered that any organization that moved faster, better, more, that achieved more, that was able to 10 times, 5 times the achievement of the previous year, add these 4 qualities together. And anyone that looked as if they did better in the previous year than they are in the new year, add 1 or 2 of these qualities missing. Number 1 is what I call thoughts. And please, I want you to follow me carefully. The first is thoughts. The second is time. The quality of thinking, that's thoughts. The quality of time. Time. The third one is task. And the fourth one is team. I believe if you are following me, I will just expect somebody, please, can you just, if you are following me, can you just go to the chat box and just tell me those 4 things quickly? Just give it to me in the shortest possible time. I would really appreciate. Let me have it. Thank you. Yes. Thoughts, time. Yes. Task, team. Oh my God, I have a very responsive class today. Thank you so much. Yes, quality of thought, quality of time, quality of task, and quality of team. Any company, any organization, any institution that really can master these qualities, can take it to another level, can upgrade it, that organization is going to do better than their previous time. Let me quickly say something. You don't have competitors, either as an individual or as an organization. I need you to understand this. I need you to be on my side the way I'm talking to you. You don't have competitors. Fantastic. You know, like I told you, I think is the customer success manager, and that's the person of Miss Hope. Is that Miss or Mrs.? I'm sorry. Hope, you did a very fantastic job. Oh yes, by giving me all the details. I took my time to study all our services. Oh yes, I took my time to see that solar installation. I took my time to see the laptop repair. I took my time to understand, different designs that we have. I took my time to study everything that CHSG represents. I can say that, yes, it's an amazing product line. But let me make you understand something. The quality of your thoughts, the quality of the time, the quality of the task, and the quality of the team will make a whole lot of difference. So permit me to take them one by one. Oh yes. Let me take it one step at a time. Yes, I promise you that it's going to be straight on point. I promise you that it's going to be, what should I call it? I promise you that it's going to be an amazing time. Please, I hope you are there at the back end, trying to give me my time, because as you can see, I am a trainer. I was speaking from my mother's womb. They told me. So I can engage you here till 12 a.m. No, don't worry. We won't. Coupled with the fact that I'm speaking to you today without a slide. It's purposeful, it's intentional. I tell you, it's very, very intentional. I have all the time. That's the problem. I don't have all that time. It's intentional because I don't want to leave anything out. I want to make sure that this training is a starter for a dynamic year, for a mind-blowing year, for a groundbreaking year, for a profit year, for a year of 500 folds better than all the years that CHSG has used together. And I must also say that we have a good number of team. Oh yes, oh my God, you guys are together. I saw how everything I see. I saw the designation for every individuals that passed through. So it makes me understand that we are really on a top gear this year. But permit me to say something to start by saying that the completeness of a team does not guarantee a win. That a team is put together, that we have ourselves together, does not guarantee that we will win. Oh, yes. You know, every time I'm speaking to an organization, either virtual like this or physical, I always talk about a football team because there are so many life lessons that can be learned. You know, in my library, I have like 4 books written by football managers in my library. Yes. Anywhere, anyhow, that I see a book that is written by a football coach or a football manager, I always buy, because I can tell you the success of organizations can be likened to the success of a tournament, of a league, of a friendly match, of a Nations Cup, if you can. And there are so many wisdom and knowledge to glean from that. Number one, that a team is not complete on the field does not mean that the team will lose a match. And that a team is 11 member team with the full bench does not mean that they will win in the match, in the game also. Coach Wale, what are you saying? The fact that every role has somebody does not mean that we are going to have our goal achieved, does not mean that we are going to meet our objectives and our aim. Just understand that. If one of these 4 that I have shared with you, if one is lacking, there's a problem. So I want to start from the foundation, which is the quality of thoughts. The quality of any organization is in the quality of the thinking of the staff in the organization. Please permit me to say that if your thinking is at a lower level, you will not be able to take the organization to higher level. It's not possible. It's not possible. The people that drags company, the people that bring company down, they are not necessarily the people at the highest level. They are not necessarily the founder, not necessarily the CEO, not necessarily a manager. You are so important to a company that if you decide to operate in yesterday thinking or in a low level thinking, you are enough to wreck a company. You can be a graphics designer for the company and your design is not matching up with the expectation of clients. Please, is anybody still with me? If you are with me, please let me hear from you. Let me hear from you. If you are with me, tell me, Coach Wale, I'm with you.
Oh, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. Are you with me? Oh, amazing. Thank you. I can see the emoji. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing. Fantastic. Oh, beautiful. You are so critical. You are so important. You are so strategic to the company that you should not leave the quality of your thinking and feel that you are skillful. Listen to me, everybody here. Skill is the lowest level of requirement to make you work well in an organization. The lowest level of requirement is a skill. No matter your skill, if certain things are not intact, I can tell you the truth. You are going to bring a company down. You are sufficient. You are enough to make a company drag. Because the strength of a team is in the weak point of the team. The strength of a team is not in the strong part of a team. I don't need 5 out of 6 people to be very strong. The 6th person is enough to penetrate and bring the team down. That's why when you see a strong team is not just a team that has strong team members. It's a team that seek to make sure that their weakest link is their strongest link. So, if you have a skill, I'm assuming that I'm speaking to skillful people. I'm assuming that I'm speaking to people that knows what they are meant to do in the roles that they occupy. I'm assuming that I'm speaking to people that have spent years of experience doing what you do for this company. But let me say this, the following things are very critical. They are the ones that makes us outdo whatever we have done before. They are the ones that makes us work together. And let me start with thoughts. Let me start with the thinking. You see, these 4 things, which are thoughts, time, task, and team, these 4 things are first personal before it becomes collective or organizational. They are first personal. That's why if I'm saying it at the personal level, I will also be saying it at the organizational level. And I want each and every one of us to hold and to put some of these things into cognizance and pay attention. So thinking quickly, I'm really going to rush because I have a lot of points and I have a lot of places to get to in this class. What are the set of thinking that a company, an organization, an individual in an organization, what are the set of thinking that we need to have? Number 1 is critical thinking. Critical thinking. Oh, yes. What is critical thinking? It's very simple. It's your ability to analyze situation, question assumptions, and evaluate the evidence before acting. Ability. Thinking is an ability because it's not something that is very common. Very important. However, when you can analyze situations. So, I don't know the role that you hold, but let me use the HR position. Permit me if I'm using the HR position. But let me use the HR position as an example. You hold a critical position as the HR person. Your ability to look at the last year and you are able to analyze the situation logically, not by emotion. Where did we, do well? We did well in certain areas. We did well. We did not do so well in certain areas. How many departments was able to hold themselves, deliver? You look at the different functions in the organization. That is what I call critical thinking. Ability to analyze situation. What is our current situation? And then what are the analysis? What is the data telling us? Logically, remove emotions because critical thinking does not pay attention to emotion. And then you question the assumptions. What are the assumptions that we are having? Oh, in sales department, our assumption says that we don't need to go and meet people physically. Last week, Thursday, today is Saturday, 2 days ago, I went to a place and I was able to seal 3 contracts physically. 3 contracts. When I stepped out of the place, I told myself, an assumption held me down last year. I'm giving you my practical experience. An assumption held me down last year. that nobody will allow me into an organization if I go there physically without knowing anybody. And Thursday, I went into an organization without knowing anybody. And I was able to seal 3 contracts. You see that? Assumption is the lowest level of knowledge. An assumption is very costly, highly costly. Every time your assumption is what determines your decision, you are not critically thinking. Please, let me rephrase it, or let me repeat it. Every time your assumption determines your decision, critical thinking is out of the show. And let me tell you, if you want to make landmark impact, if you want to do better than what you have done before, you cannot afford not to be critically thinking as I'm talking to you right now. In 2026, a major part of your thinking, a major part as an organization and as an individual, is your ability to think critically, question your assumption. Tell yourself, this decision, when we sit down in management meeting, when we sit down in staff meeting, before you say, sir, it is not possible, tell yourself, is that my impossibility? Is it based on fact or it is based on opinion? Is it based on data or it is based on assumption? Because every time you use assumption, let me make you understand, there is a part of your result that will not be accurate. There was a time when we could not forecast weather accurately. Do you know why? We assumed that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. That statement was an assumption. That assumption was the fact that it is the sun that is rising. It is not the earth that is actually, unknowing to us that the sun is actually on a spot. It is the earth that is revolving. Do you see that? Assumption is costly. Assumption. Don't assume. Oh, yes. Then any evidence that you have, before you conclude on the evidence, evaluate it. Oh, sir, I discovered something. I noticed that, we are not really doing well in certain cities in Southwest, or we are not really doing well in certain areas. Some of our products are not really doing well. Before you tell us to stop pushing the product, can you do something? Can we evaluate the evidence? Why is the product not doing well? Is it human error or location error? Is it environmental factor or it is technological factor? We need to get to that point where we evaluate the evidence before us. You see, this is what I call critical thinking. You see why thought is very important. If you are still with me, if you agree with what I'm saying, if you agree with me, please, I need you to drop it. I know, oh, fantastic. Give me your fantastic emoji. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Critical thinking. Because of time, I tell you, I have a lot to share, but my time is limited. Oh yes, I tell you. The second one is strategic thinking. So critical thinking, put it to yourself as an individual and put it as an organization. If you are at the management level of this company, begin to note, how are we going to apply critical thinking into this our company? As a staff, ask yourself, how is assumption? How is it guiding my decision? Yes, how am I working in my daily activity to make sure that I'm applying evidence, I'm applying evaluation, I'm evaluating myself. Very important. When I'm being corrected, do I fight it or I see it as a feedback? That's critical thinking. That's critical thinking. Number 2, strategic thinking. You see, I'm still talking about thoughts. And maybe I should give you, maybe I'm going to give like 5 aspects of thinking that I believe that is going to work for us. And then before I move to time and then move to team and task, I'm not going to spend too much time on the time and on the task. But permit me, I'm going to spend time on thoughts and team, because those two are very critical. They are very, very important. So what does strategic thinking means? It means that you think beyond your daily task. Oh, yes. To understand the long-term goals, to understand the market trends, and understand the company direction. Oh, virtually, I think strategy is for people at the top management level. Maybe it's for the CEO, the COO, or the HR. They are the ones that should be thinking strategy. No, let me bring it down to you first. You need strategic thinking, or you need to be strategic in your thoughts as a staff in this time, in this dispensation. This is not the time that you lock yourself in daily activity. Let me just wake up and do whatever assignment that is given to me. Some staff are too reactive. Don't be that staff this year. I need you to be proactive. Oh, yes. What's the difference between reactive staff and proactive staff? Reactive staff are always waiting for instructions. Without instruction, they cannot do anything. Reactive staff always wait for, okay, what is the next thing? I know I'm just waiting for you because you have not told me my assignment, because you have not given me another assignment. That is why I'm waiting. But you are on Instagram. You see what another technological company is doing, and then you see it and you just shook your head. You act as if you are not concerned. This is the year where you take initiative and you just push it out and say, this is a flyer that I saw. This can we have, you know, I was privileged to consult with a technology company one day. And by the time I sat down with them, I just told them, I was giving them 3-4 companies on social media and what they are doing in terms of content creation, not for client companies, so themselves, what they are doing in terms of content creation. This technology company, they run digital academy, they run animation training for people. And I was sharing with them. I was telling them, I said, and then at a point, I just looked at the staff. I said, how come you people, you are not seeing what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it is called strategic thinking. You must see beyond your daily activities. See beyond the roles and the responsibilities. I understand that you have a job duties, or sorry, you have job duties and job responsibilities. But strategy says that you must see the bigger picture. Oh, yes. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as a staff? And you allow that to determine your current level of work. Because let me tell you something. Everybody that exhibits crazy initiative, permit me to use this word. That's where I use my word too, especially when the thing is eating me. Anybody that really exhibits crazy initiative, take strategic action. You know, don't wait for instruction in areas that are expected. Use initiative. They are not only driven by duty, demand, or delivery, or mullah. What do I call mullah? Money. Some people are driven by their duties. No more, no less. Some people are driven by demand. Why? If nobody directs them, if nobody demand for results, they don't see the need for it. Once your supervisor or once the person that you are reporting to just decide to relax for 2 days, you that you are reporting, you are on holiday. Your own is 2 weeks. See, let me tell you something. The people that have been able to use their initiative, use their passion and a lot to work in the organization, I discover that they are not moved just by the money, just by the duty. They are moved by the bigger picture. They are seeing something. There is a purpose beyond the profit. There is a purpose even beyond the passion. Please, I need you to understand that is what we call strategic thinking. How do we bring this to the company? Where is the company moving to? Where is the company direction? What is the market trend? And how are we positioning ourselves not to follow trend, but to also create trend? You see, as an organization, any organization that is in control, they don't follow, they own. Just understand that. A company that wants to control market share, that wants to always grow, we seek to own, not to follow trends. They own the trend. They own the system. You create your system. You are not victim of someone else's system. Oh, yes. So, strategic thinking is very key. Number 3. Please, can you hear me?
We can, sir.
Whoa. Okay. The third thoughts or the third thinking that we need to exhibit is creative thinking. I need you to think creatively. And you know the amazing thing about creative thinking? Every time you hear creativity, a lot of people feel that it is something that just happened. No. Creativity starts with search. When I see your quest for search, when I see your quest to look for new approach, to look for new things to be done, to begin to look at different points, I know that you are going to be very creative in your approach. That's what I call creative thinking. Creative thinking is not about your creativity. No, it's not. Creative thinking is your ability to look for new approach, to look for innovations, because you are a slave to your exposure. Let me put it in a better way. What you see is how you think. Nobody can think better than what they have seen. If you don't see it, you can't think it. I will say it again. If you don't see it, you can't think it. Have you been in a meeting with some people and you are wondering, how do you think? How come you are thinking? What? Look at your creativity. Let me give you the back of the camel. Let me expose creativity to you today. It's about searching. People that are very creative search better than every other person. They are always looking for new approaches. They are always looking for new things. They don't follow celebrities on social media. They follow people that are doing new things. You don't find them too much on some of those media that does not propagate creative thinking. You know, I told one of my protege one day, I said, I'm seeing you too much on TikTok. It shows me that your thinking is going down. I am sorry. But because we're in Nigeria, the algorithm of Nigeria is the fact that when you are thinking of how to get engagement, when you are thinking of how to really amass people on social media, it's about how well you can dance. It's about what you can show. It's about how well you can curse, how well you can drag people. That's when you have engagement. That's a low resolution form of a thinking. I worked with an organization one time, and I follow them. Any organization that I work with, I always follow them on social media. Because how do you know a company that is creatively thinking? Check their social media space. Oh yes, I'm telling you, check the social media space. I told them, I said, this kind of engagement that you are having, it's not sustainable. You need creativity. And how do we have creative thinking? You search individually, and then we come together to brainstorm. And when we are together in that brainstorming meeting, nobody says it's not possible. When you say that, I will find you. Oh, yes. I run creative session with my team because I have a team too. I have a team of people. When we are having brainstorming session, you must never say it is impossible. Once you say it, you will pay. I will deduct the amount of money from your salary for being in the place. Before I knew it, majority of them, when I call for a meeting, they are giving me excuse. They say, I don't want to come. Why? Because I don't want to be debited. I said, you can just keep quiet, which is not also possible. But once you want to talk, why? Because it's a creative meeting. You see, in a brainstorming session, there are two types of thinking in that brainstorming session. Number one is what I call generative thinking. Number two is what I call evaluative thinking. When we are generating, you must never evaluate. When we are evaluating, you must never generate. If you do any of those two in the zone of those two, we have forfeited the brainstorming session. We have just started creating ideas. Somebody has said, no, that can't work. In Lagos, it can't work in Lagos. It can't even work in Ibadan. Neither can it work in Abeokuta. You have stopped the flow. Oh, yes. The person that gave that idea saw what you did not see. That is why creativity is about searching. You have to search, please. I beg of you to raise our abilities, to raise our results in this new year, in this 2026. We need to operate in a creative level. Please, in your own words, I want you to flood my timeline. I want you to flood my chat with what you understand now with creative thinking. Please, let me know if you are following me. Put it in your own words from the way I've explained it. Please, put down action plan right now. I want to see. Now, this is what shows me that everybody is following me. I think I have 16 people on this platform. So I'm looking for 16 comments. Oh, yes. Yes, creative thinking stems from research. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Yes. Let me have you. I'm expecting 15. Oh, sorry, 14. Minimum 14 comments. Thank you very much, sir. Creative thinking is the ability of possibilities on situations based on research and findings. Thank you. Fantastic. Yes, let's go. Only 12 more. 12 people more. So this is the time we must be. Thank you very much, New Touch. Creative thinking is birthed from research, proactiveness, and mentality of possibilities. Thank you. Creative thinking is from research and believing everything is possible. Fantastic. Thank you. Creative thinking involves the generation of ideas and concepts that are novel and innovative in the context in which they are generated, reflection on their value to the individual or others, and the development of chosen ideas, concepts from, oh my God, this person is a lecturer. Creative thinking makes the best situation out of all challenges. Okay? Creative thinking is the ability of new ideas beyond the norm. Ability from what? From research, looking for new ideas. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Creative thinking flourishes when research sharpens insight. I love this too. Direction and innovation. So in a nutshell, we must make sure we take research personal this year. Oh my God, look for new approaches. Follow as many people doing what you are doing. Follow them on LinkedIn. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them even on Facebook. Follow them back to back. Oh yes, that's what I do personally. I'm privileged to consult for different sectors. So I follow different sectors. In 2024, I researched personally. I sat down with over 100 consulting websites, both outside the country and in the country. When I'm speaking to some people, they are wondering, Coach Wale, but I think you are in education. How come? How do you know something? I said, because that is the lifeblood of what you do. That's what makes you fresh is in what you research. When we say we want to refresh, is the fact that you are looking for new ways. What is trending now? What are people doing now? How are people taking things over? How are people doing things? I want to appreciate everyone that is responding. This is very amazing. This is very, very amazing. Let's go to the fourth one. I said I'm going to give you 5. So I'm giving you 5 so that I can move to the next segment. The fourth type of thinking that really we must make sure that we're working on is system thinking. System thinking. We are a company. We are an organization. We are a system. What does system thinking means? You see, one of my jobs is to take technical terms, big words, and put it to simplify it. Yes, that's one of my jobs as a trainer and as a coach. I help people simplify concepts. And I hope that I've been able to help you simplify concepts. Critical thinking, I hope I've been able to help you to simplify. I hope I've been able to help you to simplify creative thinking. The fourth type of thinking is system thinking. What does system thinking mean? It means your ability to see how different departments, processes, and action affect each other. When there is communication gap between two people in an organization, I promise you, what is lacking is not ability to communicate. What is lacking is system thinking. That means we are not thinking in terms of system. We are thinking in terms of individual. Competition thrives in a company when there's no system thinking. Collaboration thrives in a company when there is system thinking. The solution to competition problem in a business or in an organization is system thinking. The solution to collaboration, to work better, to be united, is to think system. And what does it mean to think system? That's your process. How does it affect another person? That's your department. How does it affect another department? Your job, your roles and responsibility. Who will suffer if you don't do it well? And do you have an iota of empathy for that person? You see, when a marketing department is set up in an organization and the marketing department did not do their job well, it will affect sales departments. No matter how good a salesperson is, that person will struggle. When the graphics design people and video editors, when they don't do their job well, it will affect the marketing department because it will affect the branding. It will affect the branding department. I can promise you that. Look at this. The customer success department is doing everything to connect with customer. But the customer success department, we keep saying, we are sorry, we are sorry, we are sorry, sir, we are sorry, ma. And the person will say, sorry, my foot, take your rubbish company away if you know you cannot do the job. And then the customer department, the customer success department keeps getting the embarrassment, keep getting the insult, keep getting everything because the operation department is slow, is whack. They are not doing what they are supposed to do. And why? Because of low system thinking. You see, when you don't learn how to work as a department together, and how your department connects with another department, you will have problem working with everybody. You see, let me tell you, let me take this pass, because I can't talk about system thinking without talking about teamwork and team building. I'm being sincere with you. You see, naturally, you are selfish by nature. That is why nature is not enough to guarantee your success in an organization. Oh, this is who I am. You see, where I was coming from, they took me like that. I don't greet people. When it's time for work, I face my work and I don't care. I don't care if you have a dick. I don't care if anybody. I don't care. I don't care. Nature is not enough, because naturally we are all selfish. But when you begin to take the steps of empathy, which is a product of nurture, is a product of understanding, is a product of wisdom at work. Please, I need you to understand this critically. Is a product of training. You need to show empathy. You need to show empathy. If you lack empathy on this job, I can promise you the problem is the fact that you are not thinking system. You lack understanding. Remove empathy, we do to us. We have organization. Oh my God. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Oh, all right.
But there is just an echo, maybe because you're using two devices.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to follow up with what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm bringing it down now.
All right, sir.
Okay, so is the echo still there?
No, sir, it's fine now.
Amazing. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for that feedback. So I need everybody here to get something right. System thinking is how you see other people and how you see what you do in a way that it affects what they will do. And it never starts from someone, because as I'm saying it now, somebody is thinking, another person's name is popping up in your heart and said, oh, Coach Wale is talking to this person. No, I'm talking to you. I am talking to you. Oh, yes. Because it will begin from you. System starts from you. System does not start from the other party. Coach Wale, is not me. These people are always delaying. I mean, it will start from you. The level of delay that they have, what can you do to that delay? Do they need support? Do they need reporting? Do they need a coach? Do they need training? Do they need assistance? Instead of just assuming that they are just lazy, instead of just fighting, and I'm not talking about manager to officer now, I'm talking about people at the same level, that for once you are going to empathize with someone and said, owing to the background of this person, if I begin to shout now, I will just shout till kingdom come. It will not change anything. I think I need to be strategic. I need to understand this person. And then I need to put up a proper reporting system to ensure that we get the solution to this job, to this issue. That is what I call system thinking. How different departments, processes, and action, how it affects others. Don't just look at your work and you just look at it like that. After today's class, I need you to sit down with your roles and responsibility. And you are not going to read it now. I know you have been doing it. I know you know it. But I need you to look at it as how it affects other people that you are working together. If you are a designer, how does your design affect marketing? How does it affect the brand of the company? How does your marketing, how does it affect the sales department? How does it affect the customer success? How does the customer success, how does it affect the HR work? How does the HR work affect the CEO's work? You see, look at it together. If you're in a particular function, let's say you are in laptop repair as a product line, you are the one that will repair the laptop, and the customer success promised the person that we are delivering in 3 days. You see, you cannot afford not to run with that promise, because a brand is not known by their logo. A brand is not even known by their posting on social media. A brand is not known by their marketing. No, that is not what happens. A brand is known by their promise and the keeping of those promises. If you don't deliver promise, it's enough to soil your brand. I don't care the number of times that you post on social media. I don't care I don't care how beautiful your profile is. I don't care how good your logo is. If your promise cannot be delivered, if you don't have brand integrity, you don't have a brand. You don't have a brand. So when we talk about system thinking, everybody work together to make sure that our promises are delivered and we keep to it. The summation of any company's value, and I've gone through the values of your company, the summation of all, you see, any company, the summation of the value is in promise given and promise kept. The reason for all the value statements is to make sure that we give a promise and we deliver. And there is no organization, there is no platform that decide to give promise and deliver it. I promise you this. There is no platform that can go down. Everything about character is about a promise and the delivery. Everything about value system is about promise and delivery. Everything about system is about promise and delivery. Everything about a brand is about promise and delivery. You take Coca-Cola because it tastes the same every time you buy it. The day Coca-Cola tastes like water, and it tastes like water more than twice, you will stop taking Coca-Cola. You use a certain brand of phone because every time you use the phone, there are certain expectations that you have that they are always meeting. And the day they stop meeting that expectation, something is happening. The brand begins to go down. It's as simple as that. Everything is about promise. So when we say that system thinking is what allows you to think in terms of the other department and other people, so that together we can meet and we can keep the promise that we have given. The last thing I want to share other thoughts is what I call, oh my God, I'm in between. I'm in between two, but I'm going to say it. I'm not going to give. So I'm in between growth mindset thinking and customer-centric thinking. But let me talk about customer-centric thinking. Thinking customer. Oh yes, that is the final one that I want to give under thoughts. I've spent close to 1 hour on just thoughts alone. God will help me. Customer-centric thinking. What does it mean? It means that you are viewing your decisions from customer perspective. That is what determines the longevity of a company. That is what determines the longevity of a company. Customer-centric thinking is the major thing that makes Tesla today. Customer-centric thinking is what made BlackBerry down, and we never hear about BlackBerry. Customer-centric thinking was what made Nokia, who was the #1 mobile phone manufacturer in the entire world for more than 2 decades, and became, in fact, there is no level again. Customer-centric thinking made them that. Customer-centric thinking made Netflix the leading streaming be a movie streaming platform. Customer-centric thinking. Customer-centric thinking is what puts Alphabet, or what we can call Google, to become the leading in every facet, either the mail, insurance, or YouTube, or even taking over from Microsoft. Customer-centric thinking. Why? Because we make sure that our focus is value. Our focus is not our reputation. Our focus is not what we have done before. Our focus is not our yesterday's success. Our focus is not even our products. Our focus is the value we give to those two people. And because of that, we sit down to understand how value is changing. Because let me make you understand something. Value today is burden tomorrow. Value today is burden tomorrow. The way the best mansions in the yesteryears were, and they are no longer the best mansions today, is the way value is. Value keep changing. Value is like human. Value loves varieties. That's why your customer will like varieties. What you gave us in terms of experience yesterday, we want a better one today. You see, every empire that you knew before that is no longer an empire today, and then there's a new rise in a new empire, go and check all of them. They are there because of value system. The one of yesterday stopped giving value, either because their energy is low, or the staff is down, or they are not customer-centric in thinking. Oh, yes. View your decisions from customer perspective. Staff, who are your customers? The employer is your customer. So you cannot just come with your skill and what you can do alone. You have to come with what the employer wants you to do for him or for her. Somebody looked at me one day. I said, Coach Wale, I thought you only train. I said, what? I said, I don't think in the last 2 years, and I'm being very modest, 20% of my income, I don't think 20% of my income has come from training in the last 2 years of my entire income. 20%. That's to tell you how much I make from training. Very little. If all I do is just to see, because I understand, it's not about me being a trainer. It's about what the customer wants. If the customer wants me to manage his enterprise, I switch from training to a manager. Oh, yes. When the customer wants me to execute alongside with him, I become the executive, because I understand something. If you don't make your decision from customer's perspective, they will soon sideline you and go for something better, go for something faster, go for something bigger. Oh, yes. Even me sharing with you, I learned the hard way. My organization was running a program for a business, a client, and we were doing it at, I think, 200,000 naira. And we did it for more than 6 months. And they left us. It was not because we didn't do it well. And they left us to give it to another person at 800,000 naira. Oh, yes. The amazing thing about it is that I'm back. We are back now. We are back on that contract. And they wanted to go back to where we were, unknowing to them. Unknowing to them. I simply, because the problem was the fact that all I did was just to focus on what I can do. No, this is the time to wear as many hats as possible. Please, I want to beg you. You are a graphic designer for the organization, and we are looking for a video editor. Please, what will it take you to learn more, to put more? The platform, the company will be able to adopt what it takes to actually design graphics. It's not what it takes to edit video. But can I tell you the truth? A customer-centric staff understands that no, there is space for more. There is space for more. If you are still following me, let me hear from you. Give me your favorite emoji. If you are still following me. All right. All right. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Let me go to the second aspect, the second quality of this, of what makes a year better for an organization, for an individual than the previous year is time. The value that we place on time. Time has 4 dimensions. 4. I hope I'm not going to spend another. I'm going to spend just 10 minutes on this time thing. But time, please, everybody, I need you to focus on this that I want to talk about right now. Time has 4 dimensions. And what it shows me that you are being effective on the job is this one that I'm talking about. You can be very good with thoughts and you are not effective. This is the site of discipline. The site of innovation is thinking, is thoughts. The site of discipline is time, because time has 4 dimensions. Number 1 is speed. The first dimension, how do I know that you are managing time? How do I know that you are conscious of time? How do I know that you are working with time? How fast can you do it? Any company that outdo any company today, and I can be giving you examples, they did so on the platform of speed. In fact, don't let me say company. Anything that you know that has been relegated, anything that is no longer relevant, one of the critical factors that the relevant or the thing that took over is speed. How fast they did it. That was what Netflix did over Blockbuster. That was what iPhone did over Nokia. That was what Gmail did over Yahoo Mail. I can tell you, I can name plenty organizations, companies. In fact, that is the active ingredient of technology. Technology gave us speed. We left every other thing. Look at what it takes before to be able to withdraw from a bank. And then look at what it takes now to be able to do transfer. Why is everybody using MoneyPoint, OPay, PalmPay, and all this fintech? Why are we? And it takes regulatory body to keep the banks, the traditional banks, to keep them. What do you think is happening? Speed. You see, when I do transfer from UBA to Fidelity Bank, and the transfer did not go but have been debited, when I enter a bank, they tell me I should wait for maybe 5 working days. I don't even know. And they still do those things. When I want to take money, when I want to collect money from ATM, I will need to queue. But look at what happened. OPay came and said, our money don't hang. If it didn't go, we will return it immediately. PalmPay came, MoneyPoint came. Look at them. They are, in fact, let me give you a practical one. Paystack just acquired a bank. I mean, listen, I can tell you something for free. Anything, if you don't want to be relegated, if you don't want to be sidelined as a staff, I'm saying it to CHSG, I'm saying it to this company, and I'm saying it to the staff. If you don't want to be sidelined, please take speed serious. Take it seriously. Speed in the context of results, in the context of this dispensation, speed is better than direction. When you have gotten your direction right, the next thing is your speed of execution. We don't have time to be doing analysis by paralysis. The time that we have is to move. You need to move. I have to be dragging you to submit designs, to give us designs that we are supposed to have posted since yesterday. I'm telling you the truth. I'm being sincere with you. We are in a microwave time. The person that they see first is the person that they embraced. The person that goes out first, the person that dropped that proposal first, the person that connects first is the person before the other one comes. Even though the other one has a better package, but we have given the contract to this person. We must never joke with speed. That is the first dimension of time. Number 2 is attention. You know, I told you, this is the site of discipline. And let me tell you something, you can never be effective if you don't pay attention to this section that I'm sharing with you. This section that we are on right now, you can never be disciplined if you don't pay attention to it. The second thing that you need for time is attention. Attention. We are in a time where the biggest currency right now is not even audience, it's attention. Your biggest currency right now is not money. As you can see, money is becoming abundant. Money is becoming, money is becoming an abundant thing, and attention is becoming the new money. Why? When you are on Instagram and you are not paying attention to your attention, I tell you, you have the plan to just check like 2 minutes, but before you know it, 2 hours, you are still there, especially TikTok. You know, one of my protege I was in a session with one of my protege. You know, I have quite a good number of people like that. And then was saying, oh, with all my plans last year, I did not. I said, wait. Every time your plans are not leading to results, something is wrong with your attention. That means you are paying attention to what is not paying you. I don't care what that thing is. It may be efforts, it may be media, it may be, name it. You are paying attention to what you are not supposed to pay attention to. If you are not getting results from your plan, if you are not achieving your goals, you have attention problem. You don't have product problem. You don't have sales problem. You don't have marketing problem. You have attention problem. That means you are committing your quality time. You are committing it to what is not supposed to be attended to. You are minoring on major and you are majoring on minors. It's very important. This guy wrote this book, First Thing First. Stephen Covey is one of the best books that I ever read in my life. I tell you, it's one of the best books that I've laid my hands on. It says, stop putting at. There are certain things that you need to do first. The principle of first is that when you miss the first thing, you will miss the second thing. Life is in sequence. Results, requirement for results is tied to sequence. If you don't understand sequence, you cannot master results. Please understand this. If you don't understand sequence, you can never master results. No. You see, if I'm traveling from where I'm seated now, I'm in my study room. I'm speaking to you from my study. From where I am, I want to get to Lagos. But the problem is that I don't want to get to the front door of my house. I want to jump from here to maybe park. You see that? And all I'm doing is to think, how do I get to park from here? How do I get to park from here? How do I get to park? I don't need to think. I have wasted time because I'm wasting time analyzing or trying to figure out how to get to park from where I'm seated. No, I don't need to think of how to get to park. All I need to do is to stand up, take the first step, open my door, get out there, start moving. That's how to get to park. You don't get to park by strategy. You don't get to park by Monday morning meeting. Some people have wasted time on meetings. Meeting, this, meeting, that, meeting, committee, this, committee. And all the committees, we are having a lot of conflicts. We are having a lot of, so we are using the time that we are supposed to be executing. We are using that to resolve conflicts. We are using that. This person said this one, he didn't like me. This one said this one, he didn't like me. Me, as I am. Oh yes, I'm the executive, I'm the brain of my organization. Once I notice that one meeting is not productive, I stop it. I'm telling you, I stop it. I start giving direction. It is okay that the result shows us that we need to, the next time we have meeting, everybody adjusts. Oh yes. Why? Because if care is not taken, we will pay too much attention on what we are not supposed to pay attention to. Number 3, the third very important and very critical dimension of time is energy. Energy. So the first is speed, second is attention, third is energy. Yeah. This one is also very, very critical. Energy. This is the beginning of the year. This is the time when the energy is the highest. We are just starting the year. Energy is always very strong. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir. Go ahead, sir.
All right.
And you have all the time, sir. We can hear you
All
midnight.
right. Thank you. Energy is very, very strong at the beginning of a year like this. Oh, the goal, I'm taking the step, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. Energy. But can I shock you? Your energy is not measured at the beginning of a race. Go and check the people when they start 100-meter dash. You notice that all of them, even in the first 20 meter, it has been discovered that the first 20 meter of all the athletes in 100-meter dash, they are actually at the same level. What separates the boys from men starts from the 50-meter. The ability to sustain energy. And let me say this, energy is just, your energy as a company, your energy as a people is just like that of a battery. There are things that will drain your energy and there are things that will charge your energy. Please understand this. It's as simple as that. Something is draining your energy and something is charging your energy. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. You cannot prevent energy draining activities. Let me give you an example. As I'm speaking to you right now, I am draining my energy. Oh, yes. It will be unwise of me to only focus on this alone. I must know that I need to recharge my energy. Like a phone. If you use the phone and you don't charge the phone, it's only a matter of time. The energy will die, the battery will go down, and then you won't be able to do all the things. So you find out that one of the reasons why we have so much plans, but by April, May, we have forgotten about everything that we wrote in January. We didn't achieve it, but we have forgotten about it. Why? There are things that are draining our energy, always available. But we did not create things that will be recharging us. Like trainings. It may not be external training like this. It might be, internal training. Something that brings us together. That thing brings us to recharge us. Every 6 months, maybe quarterly or 6 months, there must be a recharge program. We call it a recharge meeting. A meeting where somebody shows up to pop in that energy. Oh, yes. That is at a collective level. Because something will drain our energy. You see some people, they go on a retreat. They do retreat every quarter. Some do retreat every 6 months. Some, their retreat is 2 months based on the need because the work is demanding so much. I heard about Seplat Energy that has just been acquired by Tony Elumelu's company. That Seplat Energy, they have been running training. I applied in December because they had a training bid outside. They asked us to submit tender. I applied in December. And they want to choose, they are working on 10 facilitators, 10 for 10 months. Why are they doing that? The man wants to raise Seplat Energy. He wants to bring it up. He wants to bring it up. And he knows that he's going to make demand of the staff. And because he's going to make demand of the staff, which is energy draining, he has to be recharging it. He will use training. He will use reward. He will use different things. When 2 people fight in an organization, energy is being drained. Manly skipping, energy is being drained. That's why I always advise, if you want to be productive, if you want to use your time well, please, you cannot afford to keep malice with your colleague. You cannot afford to keep malice with your husband or wife or your partner or your spouse. You cannot afford it. It will affect your productivity and it will affect the company results. It will even affect your own results because your attention will be on it. I promise you that. Sincerely speaking, your attention will be on it. And let me make you understand the concept of attention. I didn't talk about it when I was talking about attention. You cannot look up and look down at the same time. Attention is possessive. Attention is possessive. One of the reasons why people don't meet up with their target is because of lack of attention. Your attention is on the fact that my husband does not love me again. My head of department. Anytime I talk, they do not even follow my advice. Anytime I say something in meeting, this guy, he will always counter it. And this one, instead of you paying attention to that, it is time to pay attention to the result. What the person says, is it productive? Does it make sense? Every time things like that shift your focus from the goal, it will also shift you from your results. Energy. We are energy-driven beings. Energy is what makes us. Energy, we keep it. I need you to understand this critically. I need you to know this like you know your name. How many minutes more? This is 6:30. Yeah. I want to use 15 minutes more so that I can have the remaining 15 minutes for question. I hope that is okay. Okay, so I've talked about the dimensions. So please, everybody, I want you to give me the dimensions of time. Give me dimensions of time. Give me right now. Let me hear from you that I've talked about so far. Oh, yes. Dimension of time. Beautiful. Speed. Yes. Attention. Fantastic. Energy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Energy. Energy. Yes. 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 I like that energy. Speed, attention, energy. Very, very important. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Very, very important. Very, very critical. Very, very critical. Speed, attention, and energy. Thank you. The fourth one in the fourth dimension of time is your daily activities. Activity makes up time. And in activity, we have major activities and minor activities. When you tell me that you are managing your time well, it means you are managing speed, you are managing energy, you are managing attention, and you are managing activities. Some people have to-do lists in the morning, but they don't touch 2 out of those lists till at the end of the day. By the time they check, they have only done one thing. And why? Because they don't know how to manage activities. Activity management is a skill, is needed. You must make sure, in fact, that takes me to task, because that is what task is about. And in the point of task is where everybody, you cannot maximize your operation in this company if you don't have a list of daily tasks. I am giving everybody this assignment. List your task at the end of this training. List your daily task and how it affects your department and other departments. List your daily task. So let me assume you are the one in charge of marketing, digital marketing for the company. So you are the one that possibly do promotions. You are the one that is in charge of advertising. You are possibly the one in charge of, we have different forms of digital marketing. You are the one in charge of partnerships. You are the one in charge of, what do we call this thing? You are the one in charge of sourcing. You are the one. So list all these tasks, because the real problem why people miss out and don't do what they are meant to do is because they don't have like a personal standard operating procedure. I know possibly maybe the company does not have to, but you must have what I call personal standard operating procedure. This is how I run adverts. I run my ads every three days. And this is how I create the ads. I run 3 ads in a week. One ad is this graphics design. Second ad is video. Third ad is carousel. You see, you need that. List the task. When you list your task, you will you have done 50% of the job. The one that is given to you and the one that you are going to do by yourself. You see? And when you list the task like that, you now have a time blocking system. Go to your Google Calendar. The biggest function of Google Calendar for me, if you have not been using Google Calendar, please, it's time for you to start using it. The biggest function of Google Calendar for me is time block. I have time blocked this training. This training is going to be from 5 to 7 o'clock. It has given me notification for more than twice now on my phone, showing me that I have some minutes more. It helps me not to offshoot. It helps. I time block it. Notify me every 30 minutes in this training. Google Calendar will do that for you excellently. It will always bring it up to your face. That's how I run everything that I do. Personally, as an executive, everybody is an executive. An executive is someone that executes, except you are not in charge of execution. If you want to raise your execution in 2026, you have to make sure you understand what time blocking means. I want to run ads. I'm only going to spend 15 minutes on it. Time block it. 15 minutes. So even if notification is coming, I will postpone it. There are times when my wife will send me reels on Instagram and we send message and said, you have not watched it. I will see it, but because I time block that my current activity, I'm not opening any social media until I finish it. That is what they call task. If you are not doing that, you are not serious yet. And result is going to be very far, because we are in an age and time where your biggest currency is attention. Listen, everyone, listen to me. If you can cut your attention, if you can focus your attention, if you can grip and master your attention, you will have money. I know I'm speaking to staff. You will have money. And this is here with you. You will put what I'm sharing with you this day, you will put it to test. And by December 2026, you will say, oh, Coach Wale, my God, you said it, and it happened. The biggest level of poverty now is poverty of attention. It's not lack of money. It's poverty of attention. I'm very busy. You know, I hate using that word. I hate it. I'm being sincere with you. I can't take additional responsibility because I'm a very busy person. Please, this year is the year that I must know the reason why you are busy. This year, and let me tell you, if you are busy and you don't have results, something is wrong with your attention. That means you are spending 2 hours on Facebook doing what? Surfing. Do you know why Instagram and Facebook, those scrollable things, do you know why it is called feed? Do you actually know why? It is called feed. F-E-E-D. Yes, that's what it's called. In case you don't know, they call it feed. The reason why it is called feed is because that is what it is. You are feeding. When you have Facebook and Instagram, you are feeding. You are feeding yourself. You are feeding your mind. You are feeding everything that comes to you. It's called feed, for God's sake, for a reason. So it is time to work on your attention. It is time to work on your speed. It is time to work on your task. Finally, I want to talk about the fourth one, which is team. I want to talk about the fourth one, and I believe that this one is very critical. Team. Team. What does team means? It means together everyone achieves more. Together everybody achieves more. But let me say this. There are 5 things that makes a team work. 5 critical things that makes a team. And I'm sharing it here so that I want you to understand this critically. 5 things. Please, I'm sorry I had to switch off my video. I'm running low on battery. My battery is like 10%, so I have to charge it as I'm speaking. I hope that's okay. Please, can you still hear me? Am I able to sustain your attention? I hope I'm able to sustain your attention. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much. 5 things makes teamwork. Number 1 is trust. There is no future for a team that lacks trust. If you are a team together in this, as you are listening to me right now, and you don't trust yourself, you are just staff. You are not a team at all. We don't trust ourselves. We come to meeting, everybody is suspicious. Everybody is conscious of talking. Everybody, well, that one, he doesn't like me. This one, I don't trust him. This one. When there is absence of trust, then the team is a dysfunctional team. That means we cannot achieve the purpose for which the team is created. That means we cannot together achieve our aim. Oh, yes. This is very important and critical, please. It's very important for everybody to note this, to know this. That's number 1. Trust. Trust is the first thing. Trust. What does it mean to trust in a team? Please, nobody should try to show that I'm the macho. Once we begin to show who the boss is in a team, we will lack trust. Oh, yes. Stop showing yourself as being superior. You are not in the team because you are special. You are in the team because every other person also are special. All of us are special. When I'm speaking to my team of guys, I tell them we are all special. You see, the concept of power makes everybody stand up when the team leader comes in. But that is the concept of power. The concept of team is counter that. Oh, yes. And when team works together, that's when the real power shows. Go and check in football team. If one person wants to show that he has power, the team will not win. At a critical point, you see that everybody will want to show that person that you can't do it alone. So trust, that's number 1. Number 2 is conflict. Conflict. Coach Wale, what does conflict mean? Ability to express a different opinion in a meeting without fear. That's conflict. Ability to accept a different opinion from what you have said. It's not only your idea that should work. It's not only your idea that can work. Oh, yes. In fact, if you have it at the back of your mind that your idea is the best idea, it's a red flag. I'm telling you, it's a red flag. It's a red flag. I won't say more than that. Conflict. How conflict work in a team is that somebody has a different opinion. You must be humble enough to listen, to acknowledge it, and encourage it. Don't see someone that has a different opinion as your enemy. You are going against the rule of making team work. Conflict is normal when it is LD. Oh, yes. You see, the problem of people that see conflict or different opinion as an attack is that they keep quiet going forward. They have something to say, but they keep quiet. Why? Because they see somebody who might raise a different opinion as their enemy. So he's waiting for me to talk. Today, I will not talk in this meeting. Number 3 is commitment. Commitment is a critical ingredient for team to work. Commitment. Be committed to the team. Be committed to the goal. And 2 things make commitment happen in a team. Number 1 is clarity. If I'm in a team and I don't even know my role, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. You just brought me in the team. I don't know what I'm doing there. This is the way I'll be looking at you too. And that is the problem of leadership. Clarity. Always focus on clarity. Make sure that everybody knows their part. Give everybody, based on their assignment, based on their strength, give them their work. But Coach Wale, what if I give assignment and they don't submit? Then consequence must follow. That's closure. Closure. Consequence must follow. That's the 4th thing that makes team work. It's called accountability. Accountability. Your ability to confront issues, difficult issues. If somebody is not making the team work, please, Oga, what's going on? Please answer me. I'm waiting for you. You are the one delaying me. And then while you are saying that, you just face your superior and say, please, can you help me talk? Is there anything that can be done? Please, I need to do my job. In Nigerian context, as a culture, they see that person as oversabi. They see that person as I too know. But it is better to be I too know so that your future can come than for you to keep quiet and join people that are not going anywhere. Please, when I was working in an organization, I tell you, they gave me many names. Or the one thing that comes to me, I will be loyal to my future than I am to my past. A lot of those people are still on the same position that I left them in 2012, 2013. A lot of them are still on the same position. When they call me now, in fact, some of them said, we didn't know that this was what you are working on, what you are working on. We just felt that you came to join us. We didn't know, because they used to tell me my own is too much. Why? I have the ability to I confront people. I confronted my head of operation. I never knew I would also become the head of operation one day. I said, please, sir, you are making this work difficult for us. Give us what we need on time. Represent us with the MD. Represent us on time. Don't drag the work. And the man looked at me and said, you met me here. I said, it's not about that. If I meet you here, I will not stay with you here. We are going. We are moving. Accountability is needed in the team play. It's needed. When everybody is accountable, when everybody understands their part and everybody is doing their work, I'm telling you, the team will flow. The team will move. And lastly, is results. You want that team to work together. Honestly, let there be one result, just one. Result is a motivation. Result is a motivation. Anybody that has results, any team that have results will always stay together. Look at teams in World Cup, in Nations Cup, and everywhere. Their first game, if they have results there, you see that their second game will be better. By the time they have results in the second, you see that the third game, it will be better. That is how they move. That's how we move. My people, I can be going on and on, but this is the time for me to say thank you. Thank you one more time for having me on this platform. I hope with this viewpoint of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that there are 4 qualities that will bring massive results come 2026. Thank you very much, everyone. And thank you to our founder and CEO for this privilege.